Hello. Thank you very much. Our three speakers, Ms. Wang Mei, Madam Clarice, and Dr. Loh. As you can see, I wanted to introduce them as our iron ladies, but then iron is not a sustainable material, as we have found through their presentation.
Star lady is nicer.
Star ladies, Okay. Yes, I would like to ask from all the three of you, as we can see from the presentation just now, there are basically many sustainable alternatives to conventional construction materials. And there are many people who say that going green is expensive, but as you have explained in all of your presentations, this is not the case. You can go green and still save a lot of cost. I think what you have presented only scratch the surface of what's available in the market in terms of innovative and sustainable materials. I would like to find out what are the challenges, how is the market acceptance so far of your innovative materials? What are the challenges that you are facing in getting the market to use the more innovative products, and how you plan to overcome the challenges, or what you have in plan in terms of overcoming these challenges? You would like to start first?
Sure. Just like in my presentation slide, like the JKR Director General and Board of Engineer Chairman highlighted, human by nature fear to change, or what we call it as technophobia, right? Technology in the construction industry, I think, is the last gist that needs to overcome the phobia. A lot of technologies, just like my portfolio, I'm a programmer by background. A lot of IoT have changed our lifestyle. From the conventional Kodak film to now handphone can take photograph, correct or not? From typewriter to now using a laptop, correct or not? You can now shopping online. So the next thing is a game changer for construction landscape. To overcome your fear of changes, there are necessary design codes, technical committee, technical expertise, design, plus a site reference to support the rollout of a game changer. So to change our mindset is cheaper than changing the mill to a far greener option. That's my stance. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Clarice?
I think generally we have been seeing that the market is changing. There is a better acceptance to greener products. And I think the fact that all of us are seated here today to listen to this session is already quite telling that market is slowly accepting that we need to move. I think that's one. But it's understandable that there are some resistance, but we see as there are a few things that has to happen. I like to liken this as clapping hands. Right, we cannot move to sustainable construction with only the manufacturer say, look, I have this great product here. We need a few things to change. First, we need to, because I saw a question just now. There's this question that asked me, is this eco-concrete able to achieve the same curing time? It can. Just short answer, yes. Performance-wise, no problem. But the issue here is that today, we try to use building materials beyond what is in the standard. So if we don't change the way that we operate, and if we try to drill it down to that, then it will be difficult to change. That's one. But I also see that there's also a point on the regulatory side that needs to also slowly transition to this, not slowly, but to transition this, we need to, obviously it's already time for us to review some of the standards that we have today so that we can readily adopt these new technologies. Like, for example, newer products, today, generally standards are still prohibiting this. Yeah, so there are a few changes, but I think generally everyone is moving. Yeah.
Thank you. Dr. Loh?
I agree with Ms. Huang and also Ms. Loh. So actually, for the timber industry, we done a lot of these game changers activities to encourage actually for the timber industry to change their raw material instead to use this forestry material. So this is one thing the manufacturer or the industry people like to compare in terms of the price. Then rather than look at the performance of the product. So this is one thing they have to change their mind if we want to move forward for this SDG and also towards the sustainability and and also the social for our country. I think we need to move forward to use up this all the biomass material to replace the timber from the natural forests. So this is one thing that can use this for the construction as a construction material for the construction sector. So another one is the technology itself. So how to convert this kind of raw material from the biomass material to convert to the value-added product, we need the latest technology on this, and also we need to compare in terms of the cost of production, and also the price in the market and is competitive with compared to other countries as well. So this is my point of view.
Thank you. We'll take some questions from the Slido. We have a question for Ms. Huang. Any completed projects in Malaysia using Starbar in soil nail works?
At present moment, no. Our recommendation at only the horizontal member like slabs, as well as some non-load bearing walls for now, or load bearing wall for 2-story and below.
Okay. Thank you. For Ms. Clarice, what is the comparative cost between eco and traditional cement?
Competitive is my short answer. It's competitive, it's not, I get this question a lot. But today, the resistance to change is really not this. It's really a combination of a few factors. And if you have doubts on, let's say if you have a new project and you are really concerned about this, come and talk to us. Because you've seen in a presentation just now, we can help you to formulate. Sometimes, for some projects, you may not see it because if you have already fixed it in such a way that you can't utilize our service in helping you to define what is the right products for your use, then of course, it's a bit difficult for you to see this. But if you come to us, we help you to formulate, get it right, get it optimized, you'll see that there is a meaningful saving there.
Thank you. Next question is for Dr. Loh. VOC's emissions of the finished product may be low, but how about during the fabrication stage? How do you control, manage it, especially in mass production?
Okay, quite a tough question. Okay, how we control? Actually, I'm not from the manufacturer. I'm the researcher from the government. So if let's say we want to control on the production side, I think the best thing is we need to control in terms of by the workers. They need to wear some of the PE so just like the mask and also the clothes to overcome this kind of the emission from the production, because the production we need to use the heat. Okay. To run, to extrude all those WPC material, we need the heat. And also, I think same as the other manufacturers also, they need heat and also they need energy to produce their product. So this one actually is based on the manufacturing, their practices, how they control the safety and also the safety for the workers itself.
And also the emissions, I guess.
Yeah.
Also. Next for Ms. Huang, any plans to expand production and retail to other parts of Malaysia to reduce transportation costs?
We are open for a trader to contact us. That's why we leave our contact behind for open discussion. At present moment, we have a few stockpile to cater for lower transportation costs. So remember, log in www.crtm.com.my to find out more.
Next one is for Clarice. What challenges or barriers exist in sealing up the production, use of eco-concrete in Malaysia, and what strategies are being employed to address these obstacles?
I think it's similar to the question just
Oh,
now.
yeah, it's the
Shall
same
we take
questions.
perhaps
Yeah.
another one?
The next one is,
Okay, good
yeah,
question.
carbon, looks like it has a long way to go for cement manufacturer to achieve carbon neutral, especially in fuel usage. So any comments on that?
It's a very good question. Thanks to whoever who asked this question. Thanks for this. You can look at it in different ways, but I would like to just go back to my presentation just now to give you a full picture of how we will arrive at carbon neutrality and how do we make sure that the building materials in the future are truly sustainable. A few things has to come together. Yes, we need to look at replacing the traditional fuel with clean energy, that's one. But if you recall just now, I've also mentioned that there is already new technologies in producing cement. We produce new technologies to produce a different kind, an alternative. That means we go through a totally different path. And by that, we are using lower energy. Because once we can produce at a lower temperature, that already opens the door for us to tap into a different kind of sources of energy. But at the same time, before that happens, today we are already replacing coal with lower carbon alternative fuel, like biomass, like these end-of-life car tires, waste oil. So that's already something that we are working on. And a bit on how long will be the timeline. I remain optimistic, although generally everyone is quite prudent in declaring their targets. Everyone is going with 2050 except China 2060. But I like to liken it like phones, right? Phones, if you really think about it, if you think a little bit back, the time when we were having Nokia, we couldn't see that we will soon have BlackBerry. Remember that? And when we had BlackBerry, or at least for me, I was happily typing on it. I really like the keypad. And I thought that is that already. We have already arrived there. But you remember, BlackBerry stayed with us a very short period of time before BlackBerry got replaced by the smartphones that we have today. It was a very short time when we have this burst of technology advancement. So I like to think that looking at all the different progress, all the different trials that we are seeing all over the world, I think we will at one point find that there's a sudden shift that will allow us to do things very differently, and we will see significant improvement. I'm positive.
Can I add something? Just now you saw my slide covering concrete, right? I'm willing to work with YTL on the research on the polymer non-metallic concretes to achieve this target together.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure. We welcome any...
Strategic partnership.
Yes, true. We welcome
MOU.
any.
Okay, there's a question for Dr. Loh. What's the recyclability of the WPC? As we know that composite materials pose difficulty in recyclability at the end of its life.
Okay, actually WPC is content of the plastic and also the biomass material is recyclable. So this material actually you can go through the recycle process. At the end of the lifespan, you can just crush it to the small pieces, and also you put it back to the extrusion machine to produce the same product of the WPC, because we just need to heat it up and also control the speed of the machine. Then, this process will reduce slightly reduce the stability and also the durability of the finished product, because there is a recycled material. Yeah.
So, okay, question similar to that question as well for Ms. Huang, whether your product is can be recycled, how to manage the leftovers.
Okay, I just mentioned I would like to work with the concrete guys, right? So the American already recycle and crush it to work with the concrete called the non-metallic concrete. Same here, I work with UITM and crush it and run the test already, looking for commercialization opportunity for recycling Starbar in the industry.
Perhaps we take one or two more questions. For Clarice, this is the same question just now. Do we have any questions from the floor? If not, our three wonderful speakers will still be here. Will be joining us for lunch. So feel free if you have any technical questions to ask them. With that, I thank you, Clarice, Ms. Huang, and Dr. Loh for your time. Thank you so much, members of the audience, for your attention. And I'll hand over back to Alan.